I made my skin before I knew who any of the color crew were. I have a 65% win rate as a runner. I'm reading this off a sheet. I don't have this memorized, by the way. I'm reading this off of the spreadsheet that they posted.
I had a feeling.
And I have 54 wins and I have 29 losses. I'm just gonna say I would love playing any Minecraft event. Invite me to your Minecraft events if you're listening and you host one. I would love to play more.
What's your favorite ever video?
I'll do like $5. Give me $5. I'll get it wrong. Why not?
Alright lads, welcome back to the Midweek MC podcast. I am so out of practice. I didn't record any podcasts last week, so this is the return one. Technically, because I'm actually recording this one before InsideMC, and this is also coming out before InsideMC, so for the first time it kind of matches up. Anyways, welcome back. Hope you're all doing well. No AJX this week, sadly. I had to move the podcast a day forward, so he couldn't make it, but that's okay, because I'm not just waffling away to myself. This isn't just me talking to you guys about my life story. We are joined with a guest again, as per usual. They were announced on Twitter. I am really draining out this intro. I'm joined with Baablu, the amazing Baablu.
Hello, hi.
How are you today?
I am doing pretty well.
Welcome. Sorry about having to move the podcast a day forward on such short notice. I didn't know that I was going to be invited to dinner. So I was like, normally I say no. Yeah. Normally I'd say no, but this is like free dinner. No, and it's with family. It'd be horrible for me to do so, you know. How's your day been? Anyways, what time is it for you? Are you EDT?
Yeah, it's 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
I haven't done much today. I woke up, I had breakfast, and did some battle box with my friends.
So you play Minecraft quite a bit off camera as well, then? I
do, yeah. It's actually, I don't know if this is a thing that creators do, but like I feel like a lot of creators don't play off camera. Like I actually do enjoy the game outside of like content. I don't know if that's unpopular for content creators. I have no idea, but yeah, I do enjoy the game.
I don't think it's unpopular. It's more so like I used to be that way, and then I kind of just stopped enjoying Minecraft. However, I did stream yesterday for the first time in like like properly in a few weeks, and I streamed also today, and I might be streaming tomorrow from recording. It doesn't make much sense if you're listening to this if I don't go live. So I'm trying to get back into Minecraft again. The only issue is my spacebar is severely broken, so it really hurts my thumb because I have to like reach over to the right side of the spacebar because the left side is destroyed.
That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a little bit uncomfortable, but it's fine because we make it work. That's okay.
Exactly.
I always like to give the intro for you to introduce yourself. Obviously, I said you're the amazing Baablu. We've had a little talk here. However, the listener, if they don't know who you are, is probably sitting here thinking, who's this random pink dude? So who are you? What do you do? If you have a fun fact for us, maybe, please share away.
My name is Baablu. I am 20. I make silly little Minecraft videos with my friends. We just do whatever's fun. I have cool ideas and I make them come to life. That's pretty much all I do. Fun fact, I applied to the first MCC Rising with AntVenom, which was pretty cool because I had like 10 subscribers at the time and he gave us a chance. Really cool.
Oh.
A little fun fact, I guess.
How comes? Like, you said you had 10 subscribers at the time and he gave you a chance. Like, not in a horrible way here, because obviously anyone can have a chance. Why you?
Well, so me and Bubbo, my friend who I make videos with, were applying with our other friend Andres, and we didn't have a fourth. So we were like thinking, like we used to watch AntVenom as a kid. We're like, maybe he'll play MCC. I don't know. So we just tweeted at him and he just replied, sure. Like he was just down. I don't know. That's literally it.
You want to know a fun fact as well, which you can't leak because this like I'm telling you this before, so by the time this podcast comes out it'll be public knowledge, but it's not public knowledge until
it's not public now.
While we're recording. So I'm going to tell you something, so don't leak it. I know you're a massive fan of the podcast, but don't go sharing all my details.
Yeah, definitely.
So back in 2022, July 2022, I had AntVenom on the podcast. This was before he played in MCC. I was a big fan, still am a big fan, but like I was just in awe. It was crazy, it was great, and we talked about how bad Minecraft Bedrock was, and looking back on it now, looking at how far I've come with it, being able to talk to people so naturally, etc. Not really a massive fan of that podcast. You know how like you improve your content over time, you look back on old content, it's just like anyways, AntVenom is coming back on the podcast and will be announced by the time this podcast comes out.
That's awesome.
So we would have actually recorded 2 days ago, as long as everything goes to plan from when this podcast is coming out. So a little lore fact for you there, which is kind of funny that you talk about him and then that happens.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Was your application any good? Did you apply to the second one?
We applied to both. Me, so the first time we applied, me, Bubba, Andres, and AntVenom, we did not get in. And looking back on it, the application was horrible. Like, it was just bad.
Oh, no.
And the second time I applied, but instead of AntVenom, we had Fast. That application was really good, but we just didn't get accepted. That's game is game. It's all good.
So you kind of had like the Legundo story. I can't remember what the name of his team was. I think it was like Team Hardcore, but they had 4 people, and then 3 of them with a new person reapplied to the second one. That's exactly what you had. But your one was kind of false because AntVenom became a participant.
Yeah, he actually joined the event.
So you had no choice.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's quite interesting. I was going to ask you a question based on something you said earlier, and it's just I should really write this down as we're speaking. I just don't like to. I don't like to be tapping away because you can hear my keyboard. What was I gonna say? Oh no. Okay, so MCC Rising was the first one was like 2 years ago now, right?
Yeah, it was at the end of 2021, I think.
And you said you had 10 subscribers. So
no, I okay. Realistically, I had like I don't know, like 2,000. Like it wasn't like 10, but it was like not enough for AntVenom to want to like team with me. You know. It was...
But still, how do you turn 1,000 subscribers into 279,000 subscribers in a span of 2 years? That's a mental jump.
I think I just got good at creating videos. I don't know. I think I'm really good at coming up with ideas that are interesting to watch. A lot of my content is Minecraft Manhunt, but like it's not just Manhunt, you know. I do really unique twists on the game. Like the core gameplay is different in every video because I'm doing different things using cool mods or like plugins or a crazy amount of hunters. Like there's always something interesting to watch in my content. So I think people just like that. I think it's fresh. It's unique.
It's good content. Like I've watched it in the past as well, but obviously for the sake of the podcast, I binge watched quite a few, and it wasn't out of like full. I didn't feel forced to do it. I never do with any of the guests, but like specifically with yours, I didn't feel like having to sit for a 22-minute video was like I have to watch this to know who this person is.
I'm glad to hear that.
Like I actually enjoyed it. Looking at your most popular videos now, your 6th most popular video, it has 624,000 views, and it's called Minecraft Manhunt Would You Rather.
Yes.
So
popular one.
I used to make content on Insane Orbits like quite regularly before I got an IRL job, quotation marks. Some of my my 3rd most popular video is I used to make Bedrock content, but we won't talk about that. My 3rd most popular video was Hive Bridge, but Would You Rather. Then I also made 2 other videos which got like both over 25,000 views. Hive Sky Wars, but Would You Rather. Hive Treasure Wars, but Would You Rather. So that specific video stands out to me. So it's just like, and that's such a concept that did really well on my channel. So to see it do well on yours as well is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's just that specific concept was very unique at the time. That was posted at a time where like a lot of the Manhunt, we call them twists, like the gimmick we use in the video, were very basic. People were just doing like Manhunt but OP loot, or like Manhunt but I get extra speed. Like it was very basic, so I kind of was doing different things at the time. Nobody was doing that kind of stuff.
You wanted to kind of stand out. Sorry, not step out. Jeez. You can tell I haven't recorded in a week. Oh my goodness.
It's all good. It's all good.
You wanted to stand, and you did an amazing job of doing so. I mean, like I'm specifically looking at your popular content here, but even if we go to oldest and scroll down a little bit, Minecraft Random Item Challenge. I know that wasn't really. Oh no, it's first 3 hunters. No, it is. Sorry, what was you gonna say?
Well, that's not really my concept. That's one of Dream's concepts that I just thought would be fun to do. But
I just more mean so like it wasn't just a basic. Like you never. I mean, unless you deleted videos, you never really started.
There's a few.
But I mean, okay. But I mean, looking like 3 years ago, 2 years ago.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Minecraft every 15 seconds TNT spawns. Like even if it isn't your concept, I mean, it's the same way with like content I used to make. It wasn't always my concept, but you did it and kind of re-innovated. Would that be? Yeah, re-innovated. Like,
yeah, I'd say so. I would say I definitely did.
You also have done a lot of collabs with people, which is pretty cool. I'd like to assume that's helped quite a bit.
Yeah, I really early on, like going back to the MCC Rising thing with AntVenom, I got him in a Manhunt video, like a little bit after we applied, and then I had him in another one, and then I had him in another one. I had him in 3, and then I had Beijing Canadian in one, and then Beijing Canadian in another one. Like it was just crazy collabs that I was pulling off with like 10k subs. Which I don't know how I even did that. I was just in the right place at the right time, I think, to get those people in my contacts. Like I just met them, like I guess, I don't know, that's kind of how it happened. There's no cool story there.
I was about to ask specifically, like, how does someone do it? Because my way is through the podcast, right? I mean, I've been quite fortunate in the sense of I get to talk to a bunch of different people, and like, I mean, I wouldn't say having people added on Discord is a flex. Like, I never really turn around and go, oh, I have this person added. So I'm not going to say anyone in specific. Right. I have Baablu added on Discord. There you go. Unless you remove me after the podcast.
I was thinking about it.
Oh wow, am I really doing that bad? Jeez, I should have done like a practice one with a friend beforehand, and then I mean, we can be friends. This can be the practice run, Baablu.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
But mine is just through interviewing people, right, and talking to them and being like, "Yo, do you want to come and talk about yourself?" And like, obviously a little bit more kind of in depth than that. But you've done it through the sense of, would you like to come and hunt me for a video? And so to get people on board to do that, and I know that's, I'm putting it really narrowly here. Okay, I know you do a lot more than that, but I'm just saying that's like as a direct thing. So it's kind of interesting that people are so open to saying yes to do that, because like they're long videos as well, like long recordings. I'd like to imagine
they're just like they're just so fun to record. Like people ask me all the time like how I'm still making Minecraft Manhunt videos every like 3 years, but like I don't even like see it as, I mean, it is, yeah, it's Minecraft Manhunt, but like we're just like friends having fun in the game. We're just like messing around and having a good time. It's not like boring. Like it's never boring. There's never a dull moment. It's always just fun. So I think it's easy to like want to be in those recordings because when you watch them, they look so fun. So like wanting to say yes to being in them is not that crazy, I don't think.
You seem like you definitely, what's it called? I mean, more so when you settle in. I'm not saying you were like bad early on. You've been fine this entire time, but you were, even when we just joined the call, you were like talkative and you very like a bit like myself. You know, like it felt like we kind of just settled in, talking to each other, which was really nice. There was no pre-awkwardness. So it invites. You're very inviting as a person. There you go.
that comes with practice. I used to be very awkward, and it was just like I kind of had to learn how to like build self-confidence and just be able to like feel like I can talk and not be shy to like say things, I guess, if that makes sense.
Exactly. Kind of backtracking a little bit here, I guess still saying on the past aspects of things. When you started up content creation, was your name originally Baablu? Did that come after a time? Did you have a name beforehand? Why did Baablu come to be?
Yeah, so okay, my old channel name was just my real life first name, which is Tanner, and I just made like Pokemon videos with my friends, which some of those friends are actually still featured in some of my Manhunt videos. But that was like 2016. I kind of eventually stopped making videos, and then I came back to it in 2021 just for fun, and I needed a new name, and I was like talking to my friend Suntex, and he, like, his mom used to call him Baablu in the VC. Like it was just like a funny word she said. I don't even know what it means. She would just say it. So we eventually just started calling each other that, and then it became my Fortnite tag, and then it became my YouTube, and it became my Minecraft account. Like it just spiraled. It's just a silly word that meant nothing that we just thought was funny. literally it.
And then what about the whole pink idea? Was that down to Color Crew?
No, I made my skin before I knew who any of the Color Crew were. I was just, so my skin was initially, I had a suit and I had like an infinity gauntlet, like Thanos' glove, and I was the rapper XXXTentacion, and I thought it was a funny skin. it was just a funny skin, but eventually when I started making videos, I realized I can't just have that be my brand, so I changed it from X to just like a pink blob with these little eyes, and then eventually I removed the suit, I removed the glove, and then I'm just this little blob now, this little pink guy.
That's pretty interesting, actually. Yeah, because in your old videos you can see, well, not all of them actually, only some of them you can see the infinity gauntlet. For some reason you can't see it in the first 2 videos, but then you can see it in the third. Can't see it in the 4th. This is from the oldest, by the way. Can't see it in the 5th, 6th. Can see it in the 7th and the 8th. Like, why did you jump between the 2 in your earlier days? You know why?
I actually have no clue, but I will say that my friend Ramage, the little purple whale skin in some of my old thumbnails, now has my infinity gauntlet on his skin. Like I kind of transferred it to him, which is just a funny little thing we did for, I guess, I don't know why we did it, but it was just funny. Now he has it. He still uses that on his Minecraft skin to this day.
What, the gauntlet?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting, actually, because I know I just know someone from Bedrock days who was a fan of skin, and they had the infinity gauntlet as well. I just didn't think I'd ever see the day where somebody else has it.
I think it was very popular, like as an accessory on skins, especially on, like the Name MC top like 100 back in like 2021. It was a very it was like a big accessory really used, and crowns. I'm so not unique for having a crown on my skin.
Oh yeah, you have the crown. Of course, I forgot about that.
It's so basic, but
is there any like specific reason for the crown, like the way it looks, or was it just any crown you found?
My skin looked weird without a crown, like the little pink blob. The forehead was massive, and I was like, I need like a hat of some sort. So I think I was looking at like cowboy hats, but they look weird because you can't like make them go outwards to the left or right. They're like kind of flat on you, and then a crown is like perfect. So I stole like one of like the biggest like crowns that was on MMC, but then I changed the colors to look better, and that's that. Yeah.
So what about the specific content? We kind of touched on it there a little bit, talking about the how like you got into it and you decided you wanted to make it kind of uniquer ideas, which, like I said, props to you. I always like to give compliments where compliments are due, and I believe you did an amazing job of doing kind of original concept.
I try.
So why did you get into this specific type? What made you want to do this?
So I started, I was a big Bed Wars player in 2020 with my friends, and then I started watching more Minecraft content, and I came across Dream's channel, and I saw he did Manhunt, and I was like, that looks really fun. So me and my friends would just do Manhunts on like an Eterno server, like those little free servers you can get on Google. We were just doing them for fun, and eventually we were like, we should record these because we're really funny, and like we're like I'm actually getting far into the game. Like I'm not like dying immediately. So we started recording them. I made a couple. They didn't do too well. Then I started doing like some little SMP content on my friend Bubbo's server, who I met through Twitter, and he was doing the Manhunts with twists, so I got into those because of him, and it just kind of went from there.
And then you branched out into content you make now.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I say content you make now. It was literally the exact same thing then, but
It's just more better ideas now. Like the concepts are less basic. I would say a lot less basic.
How do you stay so motivated to do it? I know you mentioned it's because you enjoy Minecraft, but how do you stay so motivated to do like the same, not the same content, but you get what I mean, like the same concept? How do you stay so motivated to make the same concept?
I feel like you're trying to like not insult me by saying the same content,
well,
but
no,
it is the same concept. Like it is.
No.
Like
content,
it's Manhunt at
not
its core.
Content.
You know?
Sorry, I didn't want to say content.
Concept. I know what you mean. Like it's the same. Like how am I still enjoying playing Minecraft Manhunt? Is like the question really. Like it's fun. Me and my friends we're just having fun. It's so fun to just make these like stupid videos. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna do it forever. I'm definitely I'm not gonna say on my way out, but I don't have too many Manhunts left in me. I'll say that.
No.
But we've just been enjoying it. We've been doing cool, unique ideas for like 2 years, and they don't get boring or dry. They just fun because at its core, it's us in playing Minecraft together, having a good time, laughing. Like it's how could that not be fun? You know.
That's fair, honestly. Who have you collabed with the most, would you say, throughout your time doing this content? Like, who's made the most appearances?
I would say probably Bubbo or Fanst. Fanst and Bubbo are probably almost tied in their appearances.
How many appearances is that?
Oh, geez. They're actually a Twitter account. There's a Twitter account for Color Crew Manhunt stats that feature, like, how many I've played, how many losses I have, wins, like, for, like, everyone in the crew. So I could tell you I have been in 182 Manhunts.
Jesus. So is that across all channels, yeah? Not just yours?
The statistic there. Across Bubbo's channel and everyone else's channels that I've appeared in, yeah.
Wait, how much a number again? Did you say 182, did you say?
Yeah, 182.
How many times have you won?
I have a 65% win rate as a runner. I'm reading this off a sheet. I don't have this memorized, by the way. I'm reading this off of the spreadsheet that they posted.
I had a feeling.
And I have 54 wins and I have 29 losses.
Crap, okay. That's actually good stats. Like, unironically,
it's not bad, yeah.
Really good stats.
It's like slightly worse than Booster's stats.
You heard it here first, folks. The Manhunts aren't scripted. They're completely real. There's even a whole statistic sheets for how many times someone's won or lost.
Yes, there is. People, the fans are very passionate, which I love.
You mentioned Color Crew there. What is Color Crew? Who's in it?
So the Color Crew is just it's the group of people that started like that it's kind of our whole recording group, like as a whole, at its heart. So it's Kieran, Dev, Bubbo, Boostford, me, Andres, Jack, Fast. It's just all of us who are in the Manhunts together. We kind of all have this like blob skin, which is not even on purpose, by the way. We didn't like. I kind of came into it late. I'll say that. I was a late joiner into the group. They all had their skins, but like I just happened to have a pink blob skin, and so did Fast. Like when he came in late as well, he had a purple blob skin. We didn't ever plan to like make these skins to fit into the group. It just kind of happened that way, which is really funny.
And then it kind of just all matched perfectly, like.
Yeah, it works out that we're all a different color with a silly little skin.
So I remember having when I had Fruit on the podcast, he was like part of like a Hypixel group, but they all like had different colors. It's kind of interesting to talk to someone who actually has like an official group where it's kind of just like, look, we're all... It's
not that official. Like we don't really make like group channel content or anything. We just kind of like it's just there as a name.
Why not?
It's not really anything crazy official.
I mean, I guess but you say that it's a bit like the Sidemen, right? I mean, they didn't have a Sidemen channel, but they were called the Sidemen. They all made content together, primarily made content with each other. So yeah, I mean, it technically is official. Just because you don't have a group channel doesn't mean it's not real.
That's true. Well, there is a group channel, but it's not like if it's like really. There's like 2 videos.
I mean, just because you don't have like Color Crew Sundays is what I mean. Like, it doesn't mean it's not official. Right. It just means that you have like.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool actually. And you guys are all like pretty consistent with the content as well.
Well, nowadays I've only posted I think 3 videos this year, which is not good, but I'm working on it. I have like 5 more being edited right now, so we're chilling.
But like we're only in May, and the content you make is pretty like high quality, right? That's what you gotta look at. Like, you haven't uploaded loads, but you uploaded what? So in your last 8 videos, 5 months, 5 months, 5 months, 4 months, 4 months, 3 months, 1 month, 19 hours ago.
Yep.
So like I think you're doing a good job considering the quality and how like, because I can imagine it takes like ages to get everybody in the video, get a date to like everyone's happy to record the video. Then you need to edit the video. Then you need to make sure the video is done properly. Then you need to make sure you get all the audio and everyone's doing the audio properly and blah 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 blah. There's so much that goes into it, and that's why you upload.
There is a lot, especially with the 9 Hunters recordings that we do. It's so much work goes into like scheduling like a recording day because everyone is so busy. And like also sometimes we'll schedule a day to record and the recordings will just go horribly for me. Like I will not be able to get a run. I'll keep dying early on. I'll die in the nether or I'll die before the nether and we have to keep resetting. And we won't even get a recording that day, and it's bad. But eventually it lines up and we get a good take. But it's so hard to schedule those. The twist manhunts are a little easier. They're usually like a 1-take Jake. Like I kind of just get them done in one day. But but the bigger ones are crazy to set up. I'll say that.
Have you ever thought about taking on speedrunning? As in, like, have you ever played MCSR ranked or anything?
Yeah, so I want to get better. I know like all the tech. Like I can use Ninja Brain Bot. I can do mapless. I can do like magma portals. I can do all that. I just never have the I don't want to put the time in. I'm so lazy. Like I don't want to have to reset instances for hours and just like try to get a good run. I would be down to play ranked though, because ranked is like the seeds are guaranteed to be good. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm definitely really down to play ranked speedrunning.
You should. I mean, if you took it on regular, you could get into the qualifiers and you could win yourself some money.
Oh god, I'll never be as good as the top players. Dude, like the tech they pull off is crazy. I watch a lot of like ranked speedrunning stuff. I actually just recently watched the stream Feinberg did where there was like the ranked qualifiers or whatever.
Oh, you keep up
the
to date
people in that are just crazy. I do, yeah. I watch it. It's cool. I'm just not good enough to play in it yet.
I love ranked so much. It's so good.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've had like a good few speedrunners on the podcast, and I guess like I know you don't really do speedrunning content, but you technically fall under that category based on the whole like. Well, you do. Like I know it's a bit of a stretch, but like there's a.
I have beaten the game a lot of times,
and you do it while trying to be fast and running from people. So, on a technicality, you are a speedrunner. You should definitely try it.
Take it
because you don't really stream too often.
I think I might.
I mean, I don't know if you save all your VODs,
that's
but
something.
There you go. I'm sorry.
I would like to stream more, but I'm so like lazy. I don't know. I have no excuse. But I streamed like probably 4 times this year. It's not a lot, but actually a little bit more than that.
Why don't you stream some MCSR rank then? Ooh,
that could be a thing that I do. We'll see.
Because you said you play Minecraft in your downtime, right? And I understand that you don't always want to have your content head switched on, but like you could stream a little bit more. I know it sounds really hypocritical from someone who doesn't really stream that much, but you could stream a little bit more, like just in your downtime, no?
Yeah, a big issue why I don't stream is my sleep schedule is always horrible. I'll wake up at like 6 p.m. and not want to be like streaming. But recently my schedule's been pretty good. I woke up today at like 11 a.m. on my time, which is pretty good, all things considered. I don't know. I might stream more. We'll see.
In the least weird way possible, and I'm completely fine if you don't want to share this. Do you like live on your own? Do you live with family?
I do live with family, yes.
So that's probably why it's 6 p.m. at night when you're just waking up. You don't want to be going live at like 2, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Do you ever record videos that late then?
Recently we've done recordings at like 6 p.m. my time.
That's not too bad.
But we've never done anything past that really. The average time that we start recording is like 2 p.m. on my time, like when we started recording the podcast. But
okay, I was about to say if you're recording like I couldn't imagine you're recording Manhunts at like 3 a.m. in the morning when you have to be screaming and have your content head on.
No, yeah, especially like after a recording session, a lot of time my voice is just gone because I've screamed so much. Like it's.
That's more so why I asked the family question. That's why.
Yeah.
That also reminds me of what I was gonna say earlier. Remember when I said, "Oh, there was something I was gonna follow up with," but I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, and you totally forgot.
It's the fact that you're 20. While recording this, I am also 20. But by the time this podcast comes out, I'll be 21. So
21. Hey. Well, when's your birthday?
Star Wars Day. Also MCC Return
that's
Day.
the MCC. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
They did it for me specifically, actually. So they knew, like they knew
totally
it was my birthday.
Yes.
So like, we'll bring it back because you've had so many like MCC people on. You know, it's only fair if we bring it back on your birthday. That's what they DM'd me about, actually, Baablu. So.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, no, your content is so good. I know I keep complimenting you, but it's really enjoyable to watch. So.
I appreciate it.
You mentioned before the podcast that you owned a podcast yourself, which I didn't know about. I've like I said, I've looked quite a bit, but there's only so much research I can do on a person. What was the podcast about? When did you own it?
This was the end of 2021, around when MCCR Rising was happening. Me and Bubbo decided to start a podcast because we figured we were funny and people wanted to hear us talk. So we started one. It was called the Unstable Podcast. I think it's still like on YouTube. You can find all the episodes.
Let's have a look. You're gonna hear me typing.
Okay, so I just typed it and I found some random. I have no clue who these people are. Let me look up this whole podcast. Baablu. There we go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The Unstable Podcast. You did 13 episodes.
Yeah, 13 episodes, and we did like they were like monthly or like were they monthly or weekly? I have no clue. But we did one with AntVenom. We did one with like Kieran Dad.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I know this podcast because I searched you on Spotify. Sorry to cut you off. You're on Spotify as well because I searched up AntVenom podcast on Spotify to do research 2 years ago, and the Unstable podcast came up. I listened to that episode. I listened to that episode.
That's insane.
Oh my god!
It all comes full circle. That's crazy.
Sorry, yeah, as you were saying. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that's actually an insane coincidence. Like that's ridiculous.
Yes, I did research because I remember like my old co-host at the time. I was like, oh, AntVenom's been like on this other podcast, Unstable. I was like, it's all right. Yeah. Obviously, me being at the time a bit more like wanting to big myself up. I was like, it's all right podcast. I mean, you know, it's good.
we just stopped doing it because it was we would like a day to record would come. Like I would think we try to record once a week, and we would just be like, it would sneak up on us. It'd be like, oh shoot, we have to record this today. Like it wouldn't be like a thing that we were excited for. It kind of became a chore. So we figured like once we're more like locked in on YouTube and we have consistent schedules and we're not worrying about getting recordings done for our main channels, we might bring it back. But it's looking like it's probably not going to come back, I'm being honest.
Whereas me, this is the main content I make, so it's a bit easier to kind of like just, I mean,
yeah.
I have Inside MC guests. I actually slotted you in for Midweek MC because I didn't have anybody planned after my holiday. Midweek MC, Inside MC, they're both the same channel, both the same podcast. Only difference is this is normally recorded on Wednesdays with AJX, as Inside MC is recorded on Mondays with just me and the guest, right? So you're basically doing an Inside MC, but it's branded as Midweek MC. There's no reason for it other than to make the thumbnails a little bit more colorful as well, so it's not just constantly, I keep the same color from my side all the time, as like Midweek MC adds that bit of a variant of color as well.
I see.
So you were booked in, and then straight after, I've now booked up until the end of this month, every Wednesday recording. Inside MC is scheduled in till the 10th of June, weekly. So unlike the whole sneaking up on you thing, I'm actually a little bit more prepared, and that's not like meant to be like a jokey dig. It's more meant to be like, I don't have any other content to worry about because I full send the podcast.
Makes sense.
That's crazy actually, because I remember listening to that one because I wanted to do, because I actually used it for research on AntVenom.
That's awesome.
In the time of
been
no, you helped definitely.
You.
Yeah, I have to re-listen to it again for the next podcast. Is that the? Oh no, you did. Oh, you also found out that Kier wants to marry Dev, so that was another interview you did. Kier and Dev, that's another interview. Booster you bought on. So you basically just bought on friends, really. You didn't. It was more so just yourself and yeah. Well, that's crazy actually. That's so cool. You should bring it back. It'd be interesting to hear you guys waffle again.
Oh man, no, it's so much work. Like I don't know. I feel like maybe I don't know. People have been asking for it for a while, but it's just like I can't dedicate to that. Like I can't guarantee that I'll get an episode out every week. You know, just can't.
But telling you, it doesn't have to be weekly, right?
That's true. I mean, it wasn't weekly back then. Like we took month breaks sometimes, and then that's why we ended it. It was like this is not even weekly anymore. Taking months at a time off. What's the point? Stop.
As long as you're not waiting too long after you record to upload, though, like you could literally do like maybe once a month, maybe once every 3 weeks, once every 2 months. You could really just upload it whenever you feel like sitting down and just waffling away. As long as it doesn't, like I said, as long as it's not a big difference of I recorded it and then uploaded it 3 weeks later when our topic is just completely outdated now.
That's actually true. I must put some thought into that with Bubba. See.
Hopefully I give you a bit of motivation. We'll see. I get full credit, half the revenue earnings. I don't mind. That's completely fine. Let's talk about tournaments, Baablu, then. You play in a few tournaments. One in particular is MC Mayhem. It's where we found out that Manhunts, you're calling, definitely not building.
Okay, so that is so embarrassing, that clip of me building. Oh my god.
So you tweeted it, but it's so embarrassing that you decided to tweet it.
It was funny, but it's so embarrassing to watch back. Like I don't know how I messed it up that badly. And I wasn't reading game chat. I didn't know people were spamming my name. It's like seeing that after is so much worse. So bad.
People were warning you and everything.
Yeah, they were telling me exactly what I was doing wrong. I was ignoring it.
As far as I remember, it's the joke. I believe I had the joke with you in chat where after the second game you were spamming predicted last by the way, predicted last by the way, predicted last by the way, and then after the last game, your team placed last. So I put in chat, what was that, Baablu?
I don't remember that. Oh yeah, there was a YouTuber. His name is Ripcord. He does like predictions. And he predicted that we placed last place. And I was talking to Fence in a call. We were like, last place? Are you kidding? Like me and Fence are cracked, and Booster is nuts at events. Like we're gonna dominate. Like what the hell? But then I looked into the players more carefully because I don't know a lot of the players at the event, and I realized that these people are like genuinely insane at Minecraft. And I was like, okay, Fence, we might actually be screwed here. But then we had a really good game 1, solid game 2, and I was cocky. I was like, yo, we're first place right now. I'm second individual. Like, what do you mean last place? And then it just fell apart. All the team games we flopped. I did good at Elytra. Then I got 5th individual in Elytra, but other than that, we just kind of flopped, and it was embarrassing.
You also had Disatron for the first 2 games as well as a sub-in, so I wonder if that was because obviously we made your team to be a bit balanced. When Disatron came in and kind of like put you guys in a first frag position, it's like, oh, would that have happened if Disatron didn't sub in? Maybe, but then that could have changed the tides because then you felt like really confident, blah blah, and then you had Disatron sub out, and it was like, oh, this is how the team was meant to be. And
it was just like I think the real thing is that we are really good at PvP, and then after the PvP games were out, we just kind of fumbled. scrambled. Like we did horrible at spleef. We did horrible at building. It was just definitely a lot more to learn.
I mean, that was a mistake on our part though, because we put your team together because it was a pretty cool team, but then and I think like
it was fun. You guys did good. It was a fun team. Like I really enjoyed that.
Oh, okay, that's alright then. I just wasn't expecting Bingo to be paid last. Was it last or second to last? It was last, right?
It was last.
I've always wanted it. I've always wanted Bingo last, but I never thought the day would come until it came. And I was like, crap, we've got the PvP games out instantly. The PvP team is in, like you said, is in first. What's going to happen to the PvP team now? And we saw.
We just, I was good at Bingo the first event that I played, where when I was teaming with Fruit, Silver, and Jamel, and we ended up winning. This one, like, I was just in such a poor mental state. Like, I was in such a bad state of mind because of how bad we were doing that I just like flopped Bingo this time around. I have so much to learn, and I'm so open to learning more about the event and like getting good at it. Like I'm gonna do really good in the next one. I'm sure of it.
Well, that's why I enjoy playing. Why I enjoy doing commentary so much, because I've been commentating the Mayhems. I promote it as best as I can, but I don't expect everyone to know about it. But it's really fun, like kind of looking over and like watching it all kind of unfold, and like the hype moments of like, oh crap, this team is just like dropped, and then like Ironberg's team, coming from like 8th to 1st was just like, oh god,
that was insane. Yeah, that was nuts.
But it makes you realize that certain games need changing a little bit. I know Sky Skirmish is definitely a game that I mean, I only do player management. I help on the dev side of giving advice and stuff, but I can't control what they do. One thing is very obvious from like everyone's perspective, including mine, is that Sky Skirmish needs a rework. But you know, we'll see. I know there isn't really much PvP in the event either, so hopefully they can think of some original PvP games to introduce. But we'll see.
That's fine though. Like I don't think it should be PvP. I don't think it should be a lot of PvP. I think the building games and the movement games are just as fun, if not more fun.
Fair enough, actually. That's why I asked. It's nice to hear your POV. Last month, you also played in Dead Safio speedrun event.
I did, yeah.
How'd you do in that?
I placed 8th or 9th individual. I did pretty good, actually. That was really fun. That was something I've never really done before, but it's very Minecraft Manhunt, similar in the fact that it's just like I'm kind of just getting stuff. Like I'm just good at getting stuff in a vanilla world. So I just did good. Didn't do amazing, but I'll take 9th in an event full of speedrunners, and I'm not really a pro speedrunner. Getting top 10, I'll take it. I'm really proud of that placement.
What other events are you playing? Do you play in any? Because I've only really seen you in Mayhem.
I don't, but I would love to play in more. Like I would love to play in Pandora's Box, Block Wars. I would love to play in, but I don't know about those. I've heard other things. Like I don't know. I'm just gonna say I would love playing any Minecraft event. Invite me to your Minecraft events if you're listening and you host one. I would love to play more. I
will put that in the free highlights. There you go. People kind of watch those on Twitter sometimes, so there you go. You can. I'll give you a little bit of a boost. You're welcome. Master Garth gave me nothing on the podcast. They're the player manager for Pandora's Box. I have a strong feeling that they're probably going to split. I remember watching a Wolfie video a little while back where he mentioned about them splitting. So I'll be interested to see if that happens, and if that maybe increases chances of you playing in Pandora's Box. And then like Block Wars and stuff, I know they're going on a really big like different route with their thing. So I'll be interested.
Yeah, I don't know if I have a shot at Block Wars anymore. There's no reason for them to invite like sweats anymore. You know, they have such a good roster of like variety streamers. Like I understand why I've not been invited.
That's a tough thing, right? And it's why I'm trying to break out with Mayhem. I feel like, I don't know, for instance, like Mania, lovely tournament, but they cater to both community and creators, which is a great balance. But then it also means a lot of creators don't miss out. And like with Mayhem, Block Wars Origins more so, they have a bit of a similar roster. Same with Pandora's Box. It's a bit rough. It's like if you're not in it, you're not in it, kind of thing. Which I'm really hoping to one day change with Mayhem. Not hinting towards anything. Don't have any solidified plans here. But like for instance, like I like having you in Mayhem because you don't play in other tournaments. It's kind of like, oh look, we have Baablu.
Yeah, I see.
No, did you get the idea? I mean, I know I wasn't the one who invited you, but do you get what I mean? Like it's not about it being exclusive. It's more so just the fact that you don't play in other tournaments. It's nice to have somebody original, so nice to have someone different, you know?
Yeah, I think that's a good mindset.
So, you know. Tournaments. Are you going to watch MCC over the weekend?
Yeah, I will be watching MCC. I was shocked when they announced Feinberg was playing. I was like, I think I was in a VC with my friend AJ, and they put out the tweet, and I was like, I thought it was fake. I thought it was like one of those like troll tweets, and then I messaged Feinberg, like, dude, like, what is this?
I just can't believe they didn't announce Baablu. I was kind of expecting that. I was a bit shocked.
Dude, I would love to play at MCC. I would love to, but it's not happening, unfortunately.
See, maybe if you streamed on Twitch more, and then you got Twitch partner, I'm not saying that increases your chances, but maybe it would, you know?
You never know. By
technicality, so you should. I feel like you definitely should take my advice. See, the thing is, right, I have this awful habit, Baablu, of being right. It sometimes takes people months to find out that I'm right. And it sounds really egotistical, but sometimes it takes months.
No, I agree with you. I should stream more. I'm just a lazy person at heart. Like, I definitely should be doing more.
Lock in. Come on.
You're right. I gotta lock in and clock in. You're right.
Exactly. I mean, okay, if you don't mind me asking, how many viewers do you average during like Mayhem streams, if you know?
It varies so much. Like when we're doing good, it was crazy. Like I had like over 100 last time.
I can just have a look at your viewers, actually. Well, there's a site I can just check.
And then it goes down to like 40 at some points when we're just kind of like throwing the bag.
I mean, yeah, average viewers on last Mayhem, April 20th. That was the last Mayhem, right? Yeah. Average 76 viewers. See?
Oh.
So do enough of those streams, and you can get Twitch partner.
You're not wrong.
Exactly.
I just gotta do that, I guess.
No, I'm just trying to motivate you because I think you're a good content creator. So it'd be nice to kind of see you do some more like live content in a sense. I'm also kind of using it to motivate myself as well because I also need to stream more. It's just rough, right? I mean, like I edit 2 podcasts a week, so trying to balance streaming in with that, like I want to do it, but it can be a little bit tiring. Is the issue there? So
yeah, I feel you.
But all good things come to those who try, you know.
True. Everything gets a return.
Exactly. I was scrolling through your Twitter while we were talking. I mean, I looked through it the other day. I was kind of just having a little look at stuff. I've learned quite a lot from your Twitter account, which is great. The first thing is you don't follow me back. Very sad. Sorry.
I thought, is it the podcast account or is it your personal account?
Both. In fact, no, you don't have to. I'm only joking. I don't want to be that guy who begs for a follow. You're the hide and seek goat. Don't know how that sand one worked, but it did. That
was a silly little thing.
You played in the hot play. You played in the hot play event, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I played in both.
How was that?
It's fun. First time I was teamed with Rekrap.
Oh.
I accidentally put on Curse of Binding gold boots.
No.
We lost to the people who went on to win. And then the second time, I teamed with Coldified, and we did really well. But then we lost to the team that went on to win. So there's a pattern here.
So maybe if you just don't die, then you'll win.
That's the mental.
That could be the mental. I guess that's like a compliment in a sense, though, right? Like at least both times you died to the winning team. You didn't just die to anybody.
Yeah, that's my copium. I'm like, okay, at least the winning team killed us and not some other team that died immediately after.
Exactly, just some randos who get clean straight off the bat. Another thing I learned was that you can set a creeper off with Flint and Steel. I actually genuinely didn't know that. That's
the Imposter Friday clip? I love that clip. Such a good clip. That's actually, that's funny.
Your Twitter teaches me a lot, which is great. So
yeah, I try to tell a story with every tweet. No, I'm kidding. I just made that up.
You tell a story with every tweet. What's the story with the what tweet can I specify here? I stared into the eclipse and the eclipse man stared right back. Go on, what's the story with that one?
So like that's just self-explanatory. Like I looked right into the eclipse and they told me not to, and then I saw the secrets that they didn't want me to see. The eclipse man, he was in there.
You learned so much.
I did. All of his knowledge was transferred into my brain telepathically.
What's your favorite ever video?
My favorite video that I've ever made is the 9 Hunters Manhunt. It's my most popular video, but I'm also the most proud of like my performance. Like I feel like I just played out of my mind and I did such cool things that I've like I just had like, so I'm a bit of a nerd. Okay, I spend time brainstorming like traps and like things I can do that like my hunters won't expect. And I got to use a lot of the cool ones in this video. That just like everything just lined up perfectly, and it was, I think that took like 2 recording sessions of different days before I got a run that I could post, because I actually just didn't die early. And it just felt so rewarding. It just felt so good.
So people are just happy, like these 9 people are just happy to come back on multiple days until you complete a run.
I usually will order them DoorDash after we get our successful recording. Like I'll get everyone DoorDash and we'll just have like a fun time.
Oh, that's actually sweet.
Yeah, we just I cannot thank them enough. Like my hunters are the goats. Like especially the people that show up to the 900 recordings that are like sometimes 3 hours long. They just say I love them. They're the goats.
So what you're saying is, if I want free dinner, I just have to convince you to put me in a video.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, Baablu, you'll be happy to know that as long as it's not on a Monday or Wednesday, I can actually help out from 7 p.m. onwards when you typically record your Manhunt. So I'm not that good at Minecraft either, so it'd be an easy win for you, which is great. And then you can just transfer me the money through PayPal, and then I can buy myself dinner. I don't mind. It's up to you.
Good to know.
See, that's why I'm kind of fortunate about like the podcast, because I know like a lot of people kind of like I've never had to pay somebody to come on the podcast, which is like I don't know why, and I guess when I was starting this up, I thought it'd probably be a common thing where people would probably turn around and be like, oh yeah, like you kind of need to pay for my time, which I know it's quite common with like big streamers. Like I know, but
Yeah.
I hate using the name Aiden Ross. I know like they sometimes pay people to come on streams and stuff, and it's just like it's not actually common, which I didn't think it'd be, but I was worried it was gonna be. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's definitely a thing. Like, 'cause you don't know how creators are off camera. You could watch all their videos and still have no clue who they are really. So it's kind of I think a lot of people in the community are good though. Like I think we got good people in the community, like for the most part. In the space that I'm in at least, where people are
in
just
our community,
happy to do
yeah.
whatever.
And when I say our community, I know they're slightly different, but then like they all kind of link into each other, right? Like you and the content you make link into tournaments, and then tournaments link into this, and this links into SMPs,
Exactly
and blah blah blah. So it kind of works out. Do you do that for every video then? Like kind of treat the people who are helping you out, or is it just like the really long recordings?
It's when the recordings get long. Like we just kind of record. Like the average manhunt takes like an hour and a half to record. And it's not like my hunters are dreading being there. Like we have a good time and it's fun. We're just playing the game together. But when the recordings are long and we have to keep retrying because I'm dying off the start over and over, then it's like, all right, like you on DoorDash, like I'll hook you guys up. Which is only for the 900 videos. It barely ever happens for the Twist manhunts. I
didn't want to say, by the way, I was only joking earlier. You don't actually have to get me DoorDash. I'll just do it for free. Yeah, I just want to be involved, please. No, I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Sorry, I'm only joking. It'd be cool, but like it'd be also like my schedule is just so busy as well. Like
I know what you mean.
But you know, I'm sure I could make a few adjustments if given the opportunity. I know we've kind of just hopped back and forth this podcast, but like it's my first day back. All right, I'm nervous. I'm shaky.
Yeah, it's all good. That's all good.
Bear with me. Your manhunt videos are like they're not short, but compared to the typical like OG like old Dream 3-hour video, they're like the Minecraft Speedrunner First 9 Hunters. That's only a 34-minute video. What's the deal behind that? Is it just because you like to make it as short as possible to keep people entertained? Is there a reason you just don't? Do you just not want to? Do you feel like longer videos are a bit drained out? Like, what's the deal there?
No, I believe that every video that I post is as long as it should be. I don't ever try to make a video shorter or try to make a video longer. Once the cut is done and we cut up the raw footage, whatever it ends up being with like all the parts that we wanted to include, that is what it should be. I don't ever try to force a video to be shorter because then I could be missing context on a clip or something could feel too fast paced and it'd be kind of awkward. So we always try to keep it like we just do the edit. Once the cut is there, whatever the time is looks good to us. Like obviously we go through and we make it better, but
yeah, you don't force it to be shorter or force it to be longer.
Yeah, like I'm sure Dream's videos could have been much shorter or much longer. Like he could have cut out a lot of the silent bits of just him running or whatever. Like, but like his videos are way different than mine. Like even though we make manhunt videos, he is more telling like a long story and it's always intense. Whereas my videos are very funny and there's intense moments throughout. But we focus on the comedy and the dynamic between me and the hunters more than the actual challenge of the video.
A different concept, different idea.
Yeah.
Or different ideology, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's pretty cool, actually. Very interesting to hear. I don't know if you can still get access to it. I didn't play it personally. I just saw a bunch of clips of it. But have you ever thought about doing one on the potato realm? Do you know the one that they?
I thought about it when it came out, and then I was like, that's just gonna be like it's I don't know. I thought about it, and then I just decided not to. Like I feel like I don't know. It's just not my thing. I guess it just didn't really interest me that much.
I'm about to make a statement, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. It's like part statement, part question. You'll understand what I mean once I've said it. So when I used to stream consistently on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, for a while I used a texture pack. However, I stopped using a texture pack because I wanted people to know, like when they clicked on my stream, that they were watching Minecraft. What are your like? Is that kind of the idea you go for? Like, despite adding the mods and despite adding the different ideas, like, is that kind of what would have put you off doing the potato one as well? Because like you want people to click on the video and know they're still watching Minecraft.
I didn't think of that, but that also does make sense. But like I use texture packs in my videos, like not ones that change the game.
No, the texture packs I was using was like my logo for Enderpearls. It was very ugly.
Okay.
It was a very ugly texture pack. That's what I meant. Like if Enderpearls still look like Enderpearls, I mean, I was using like a totem of undying was my face, for example. When
it's funny you said my totem in my pack is my character.
Okay, well that was a really bad example. The sky was a normal Minecraft sky. It was like some background from a game.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to get at. Yeah.
Snowballs were my logo, for example, and all that kind of jazz. So that's there you go. There's the idea I'm trying to get at. So what are your thoughts on that?
I like to keep it vanilla looking as much as I can. I don't personally like to change the way the game looks, and I just like how the game looks better in vanilla. Like I just prefer it. It's not even like for content. It's just what I prefer personally.
Just looks good, innit?
Yeah.
Bringing out my British side there. Sorry, my bad. Unless there's anything else that we haven't covered then that you thought I was going to bring up and I haven't, is there? Or have I done a pretty good job of covering every aspect?
I think you have pretty much covered anything that I could think of. We talked about events, old videos, I got my name. Yeah, we covered a lot. Wow.
We have some Twitter questions then. So the first one comes from Stellar. I'm sorry. You know who you are if you're listening to this. Okay. What is the best cheese? I'm pretty sure they asked this on like another guest announcement. Is this the same person? Sorry, yeah. Please answer.
Like mozzarella, I guess. Like it's like a nice mozzarella cheese is probably fine. I'm not picky. I don't really care for cheese that much either. I don't eat cheese a lot.
This is the same person who asked it on a prior guest announcement.
Dude, they want to know. They need to know the cheese. They're curious.
I asked that same question to Animal Maze, but I don't know if they're the person who asked it or not. I can't be bothered to look. That's fine. What cheese? I mean, because I had this like argument with Animal Maze. Because I said I just like grated cheese, and they were like, "But that's not a type of cheese." I was like, "Technically, it is." So no, it's not. I said, but there's like block
it is
cheese.
Grated cheese, but it's
exactly.
Like it's grated cheddar cheese. Like it's a type of cheese grated.
Yeah, but they didn't specify when they said what is the best cheese. They didn't specify like flavor. They just said what type of cheese, right? So I could say grated. I could say solid. You know.
Mm-hmm. You're cooking with that.
Thank you. Exactly. See, I didn't actually have to argue with it. I had to argue with Animal Maze, so it's actually kind of nice to see that you agree, which is good. The next one comes from Real Anthony. Follow them, so I'm gonna ask this one.
Oh, Anthony's to go.
They're not about to be. How much do you eat a raw onion?
How much do you eat a raw onion?
I'd do it for like 50 quid.
Yeah, honestly, like give me like I'll do like $5. Give me $5. I'll eat a raw onion. Why not?
I probably wouldn't eat like an entire raw onion, because I'm pretty sure it can make you unhealthy. But I eat like onion in like salad, right? I'd like take a big bite into an onion for like 50 quid.
Yeah, like I'll feel fine in 10 minutes after I eat it. Like I'll be chilling.
Exactly.
Give me $5. I'll do it.
Only 5?
Yeah, why not? It'd be an experience, be a memory. I'll do it for free for the memory.
But 5 quid, if they're offering money, like at least raise it so it's not too much, like it's not too little. So that's why I said 50.
Well, yeah, I'd be like, $100, and I'll do it, even though I do it for free. Like I'll just get a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. Say $100, and then they might be like, I'll give you like 75. And then if you wanted it, if you were gonna do it for free, you're like, oh yeah, sure, like that's fine, you know. The next one comes from Esme, and I know the answer to this one, so I'm asking on their behalf. When it comes to Minecraft content, I know my view on this. Sorry. When it comes to Minecraft content and doing well with views, what is more important? And they didn't say this, but I'm gonna add this to you. The to you is from me, so more important to you. Skill or personality?
Personality all the way. You could be there is a ton of people who are the best Minecraft player, but they just don't stream. Like I'm sure you could be insane at the game, but if you're not fun to watch, you're not gonna have people come back to watch you. Like people want to have someone they can relate to and actually laugh at and feel connected to in a way. Like you gotta be interesting to watch, because there's so many content creators out there that people can watch. Like why should they choose you? You need to give them a reason. And you could be very good at the game, but sometimes that's just not enough to be chosen over like the next biggest person who is both really good and funny. You know, you gotta stand out.
That's fair, honestly. Yeah, that's a good answer. I like that. Mine is personality, kind of just because I do the podcast. I mean, there's a lot of skill in talking and being able to keep a conversation going for. We've been recording for 58 minutes, so it really just depends on the person, right? I mean, like with me and you, we kind of just hashed through your answers really quickly, which was nice. But see, a lot of people kind of like answer a question and it leads to another question and blah 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 blah. Whereas this one, it's just been nice. We just sat down and had a conversation, like just as if we were calling off the podcast. So
flowed very well.
The final one then comes from Drista Bell. Kiss, marry, kill with the color crew.
Kiss, marry, kill. Well, there's more than 3 other people in the color crew.
How many people exactly was there again? You said.
There's Kier, Dev, Bubbo, Boostfer, Jack, and Andre's me. So 8.
Okay, so mine issue 7. Right, so we'll do. You can marry 2, kiss 3, kill 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna kiss.
Oh, actually no. Or you could just choose like 3 out of the 7 of who you'd rather do for each one. We can just do that.
I'll choose Boostfer, Fance, Bubbo. I'm gonna kill Boostfer, kiss Bubbo. No, God, no. Oh god. Wait. Oh god. This is hard. This is hard. Okay, I'm gonna kill Fance.
What? You were just killing Boostfer.
Yeah, but I don't want to kiss or marry Fance. He's gross.
But you have 7 other people to choose from. You have 7 people to choose from. So you don't have to pick fans for any of them, like.
Yeah, but it's funny. Okay, I'll kill Fance, I'll kiss Boostfer, I'll marry Bubbo. Boom. Because Bubbo seems very wifey type, you know?
Bubba, so would you say Bubbo's your wifey? Yeah?
Okay, I'm not gonna say that, but yeah, I guess. Like,
I was trying to get something for the highlight clip. Sorry, I could have sworn I had like a reply from Bubbo, but I guess I didn't. I thought I had one.
I think he was insulting me, so we can ignore it.
Oh, they're the person who called you stinky. Oh, I just brushed over that by accident. Oh yeah, but he is so stinky. So it's like a love-hate relationship then.
Yeah, absolutely.
With that being said, then that's a great way to wrap up this midweek MC podcast with a kiss, marry, kill there.
Awesome sauce.
Thank you for coming on. You've been an amazing guest, and it's just been great talking to you. And thank you for being a return podcast. Look at that. So
yeah, I'm glad to be here.
This is the 100th and 3rd edition. So,
oh wow,
not too shabby. Before I do the outro here, though, I always like to give the opportunity for you to promote yourself. Where can people find you if they want to go and follow you anywhere, or look up your social media? What is your at on everything?
I am not going to plug myself here. I'm gonna just say
why.
I want people to come across my content naturally. If you hear this and then you don't know who I am, just one day you'll see me in the recommended, and just click that. That's it. Don't what's the word? I don't want to be sought out by people. Yes, you need to just come across it when the time is right.
That's interesting. That's okay. A bit more here then before we end. Why is that just the way you've always wanted to grow, or what's the deal with that?
I'm just being difficult. I don't know. I think it's funny, and
okay. So
it's also just.
I thought it was gonna sound like heartfelt idea of like, oh, I really want to grow with like just naturality. I'm so grateful for.
Well, that is true. Yeah, I do believe in that very much. But
okay, that's it. There's just but. Sorry, I thought there was more coming from the butt there. You just kind of went and then just didn't say anything. Okay, well then.
Yeah, I kind of just I didn't really continue the thought that I grew up.
With that being said, then that brings the end of Midweek MC. Thank you for coming on. I actually just haven't realized that we've been talking for an hour. It's actually been just genuinely great.
Yeah, that went fast. That flowed very well. It was great.
This has been Midweek MC. Thank you all for listening. Stay safe. Don't eat too much bread. Pieces.